and welcome back to some Dungeons and Dragons. Finally, now that I'm feeling better. Does anyone want to recap what happened last time? I know it's been a hot minute.
Not Vigo.
I think the last one was actually the Christmas one shot.
I nominate Mel because she is the note taker.
And I wasn't there, but I did listen to it. So, everyone, let's see. Everyone was called to. Did you go back with Vance? Is that what happened? Called back, and you went to this town where, the treats were supposed to arrive for the holiday, and they had not arrived. So the party went to find out what happened to this caravan with the treats, and they found out if they went to this, they found some orcs, found out that the orcs leader had been eaten, I believe, by a dragon, and they went to the town not far from where they found the encampment of orcs and talked to them and found out that this baker's dragon could magically turn the cookies alive, and it accidentally breathed life into a dragon cookie, and it came alive, and they found it and transported it away, and then decided, and then in a dream, in Todd's dream, Mood let Todd and everybody fight the dragon, and they found out the dragon ate the caravan and everything. And then they went and no, they didn't do cookies. They wanted to bring cookies to everybody, but then Mood transported them away, and I believe Mood took care of the cookies afterwards, made something, and then they were transported, and Mood left them, and they were in a bit of a disarray at the end of things.
Sounds right.
That was that.
If only we'd had a Drake Warden with us, that adventure.
That was mentioned a couple times.
Drake Warden would have been the key element.
Yes,
to a
and of all times
hunt.
of all times for the Drake Warden's player to not feel well and to go ahead and not come and be part of the party, it was that time, because it would have been so full of heavy role play that the Drake Warden's player probably would have been quite cranky had they come, because as they listened to what happened and how many times Vigo said if a Drake Warden was here, they thought, dang, I picked a good night to not feel well and not be there.
Sounds about right. Before that, you guys had teleported, or mood ported, however you want to say it, to Dunwaki Rise, and encountered a whole bunch of ash phoenixes and a land full of just desolation and magma. And you guys were debating on how to best approach that as well. Poor Albero is currently on Mechanist, though, so that's where we're going to start off. So, Albero, you had promised to help this gnome with their paperwork.
I think I was also on Mechanist with Albero.
Okay.
No, this was at an earlier time. Before the whole dragon cookie.
Yeah, this is technically incident. Prior to the one shot.
Okay.
So, but I didn't want to not do the one shot for Christmas. So as the gnome's walking away, you stop him to get some information, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Before you walk away, can I get your name?
Oh, yes. I am Ronzim Brickstand.
Well, I'm sorry. What was that again?
Ronzim Brickstand.
Ronzin. Yes. In my haste, I didn't quite catch what you were trying to do, or what I had agreed to. I apologize. My mind is all aflutter. I have a lot of things on my mind, a lot of things to do. One being yours, of course. But if you could just fill me in, that would be great, because that's how I would help you best.
Well, yes, they lost my paperwork. I am here to sell bricks. I'm a brick maker. And I had completed all the forms I needed to complete to be able to come in and see everybody and hopefully get to where I had to go. And now they're saying they don't have them at all. So I need them all done out in triplicate. And you said you would help me.
Oh, yes, I can help you fill. Are they already filled out, or do you need to fill them out again?
No, they need to be refilled out. And he hands you this stack of papers. And you see the first one, and they're paper clipped and everything. And the first one is permission to enter Mechanist. The second one is a petition to enter the Guild Ward of Mechanists. And then the next one is a petition to enter the Brickmakers Guild in Mechanists. And then after that, it's permission to speak to the Brickmakers Receptionist in the Brickmakers Guild in Mechanists. And then finally, permission to be seen and speak to the Brickmaster, Brickmaker Purchasing Director within the guild.
Yes.
And there's probably a good 200 pages that need to be filled out.
Well, this looks amazing. Who exactly do we need to turn this into?
That wonderful Dragonborn that you offered to my help with.
And when does this need to be filled out by?
As soon as possible. This is my business. This is my livelihood.
Yes. And are these some sort of special bricks of some sort?
No, they're just your standard everyday bricks. That's what I do. I make bricks.
Okay. Yes. Do you happen to have a quill?
No, I had everything filled out before I left my house. Teleported here, and all of a sudden, it's gone. I handed it to the receptionist up front, and they misplaced everything. And the worst part...
You handed it to that gentleman.
Pardon?
You handed it to that gentleman, and I pointed at the Dragonborn.
No, he handed it to like a different receptionist. The Dragonborn is more of like customer service when shit goes wrong. So,
and this is what he told you to do.
Yes. And the gnome goes, the worst part is if the application is denied at any point, be misspelling, an error on the application, merit, or anything like that, then the whole thing's void and I got to redo it all over again.
So what is your plan for this? Do you want to speak and I write it down? Do you, I'd hate to make a mistake.
Well, that seems like the best option.
Okay. Let's see here. How can we do this? How long did it take you to fill these out the first time?
3 days, 12 hours, and 43 minutes. And like 5 seconds.
Yes. Yes. Well, does Albero know that, does time work differently on Mechanists?
You would know that time moves faster Mechanists than it would in other realms. Like, they're all different, pretty much. But
so you're saying like one day
a
on
little bit
Mechanist
faster than
would
the
be...
material realm. One day is
So it
probably
moves-
about 3 hours, we'll say, in the material realm.
Well, I guess we better get to work. I'm hoping, and then after I fill out this paperwork, is our bargain complete?
Yes.
Or yes.
Yep.
Great.
Barring any
Excellent.
errors on your part.
Well, yes. I am hoping you will look over my shoulder to make sure I'm doing everything properly. This is, of course, my first. I'm not a bricklayer, and I don't know these forms. I'm more of a justice dealer, if you'd say. And I just need to get to Lindy's. You wouldn't happen to know anything about him, would you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I guess let's find some place to sit down.
And you see that there are like in the DMV, there's like little booths with quills and ink and whatnot and paperwork and whatnot to do.
Oh, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess Albero's going to sit down and begrudgingly start filling out this paperwork.
Alrighty. Quite a few hours go by, and you finally finish the last one. Mood comes and goes a few times, because that's how Mood rolls. And he's looking over your shoulder the whole time, and everything seems to be in good order, and he will take it. Thank you. And you feel like this magic bond that you had that like made you a little uneasy, like dissipate, and you feel at ease.
Well, I guess we are good here, and I hand over the stack of paper.
I think so. This should be fine. Everything looked in order. I appreciate
great,
you
great.
helping me. And he'll
Well,
tip you like
you letting me
he'll
cut
tip
in
you a
line.
gold piece.
He'll
give you a gold
no,
piece
it's
for
okay. It's okay. It's okay. Really, I hand it back to him. I go, it's okay. It's favor for a favor.
Appreciate it. And he'll wander into the back of. He'll head over to the dragon board actually. So.
Okay. I guess I sit there and tap my foot. I'm like, mood.
So if
Why
I
would
was
you be picked up?
So if I was showing up every hour, it'd be probably every 6 hours
Yeah, roughly.
ish. Yeah, every hour of the material plane, I'd pop back in, which would be every 6 hours in Mechanus, I guess. Ish. Maybe I would probably time it a little bit faster after seeing he was almost done at some point.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be too long.
And then the Dragonborn would tell you, Albero, that once Lendis comes back, they will be in contact with you.
Excellent. I appreciate your help on that.
I appreciate you getting that gnome out of my hair.
It's the least I could do, I guess. If that's the least.
All right, so Mood will pop in. See you're done.
Whoa, Mood. I found out where Lendis is.
Great. Can we not be here anymore? I don't like this place.
Oh, no, we can leave. We can leave. My business is finished here.
Lovely. And we will go back to where we were before we were doing things, and then, yeah.
Okay, then one shot happens. Everybody is currently in the heaven realm, right?
Everybody but Mood, yep.
Okay. So, everybody but Mood being in the heaven realm, what are you guys doing?
First thing Albero does when Mood disappears, he goes, "Does anybody have an axe? Because I feel like I'm going to chop that overgrown plant up."
Is it sunny in heaven?
We'll say yes.
Well, this isn't Philadelphia, but I would say yes.
Then
Vigo will look around nervously because he doesn't think he's ever supposed to be in this place.
Does Albero recognize where he is?
Roll a history check for me, or religion. Religion's much better.
Okay, religion. Nope, don't do that. Here we go. Religion, where are you at? There you are. Did that work?
I don't see anything.
It should be working. It worked before. Let me see if I can reload this.
I saw a 13 roll for athletics. Was that intentional?
No,
That was
not
before
it.
before this.
Hold on, I'm reloading my character sheet. Come on, character sheet, work. Let's try this again. Open. There it goes. Okay, religion.
Yeah. You've read about some things. You believe that this is like the realm of Bahamut and whatnot. So,
Okay. Well, we should be safe here at least.
I do not feel very certain about being in this area either. It is not my time to be here. Nor would I ever be here.
This is the realm of Bahamut. I don't believe we're in any danger. I do not wish to be here, but we are not in any clear danger. I don't believe.
So if this is the
Yeah,
realm
I'm
of
guessing this is not good.
if this is the realm of Bahamut, should we go see him possibly to talk about us killing the chromatic dragon and their riders?
And should you gain audience, what's your question?
Oh, I've never really met Bahamut. He might talk to me as a follower of Lendy's, but I cannot be sure.
Okay. So again, should you gain audience, what question are you asking of the Platinum Dragon?
Well,
We're not
as an
really to get an
acute.
autograph. Hi, thought we'd drop in.
Well,
Don't mind us soiling the floors.
Well, if he's not aware of what's happening on the material plane, which I would guess he is, I would first ask him what we should maybe expect of the obsidian dragon. I believe they are quite rare. So we could possibly gain a glimpse of what we're walking into.
And if there are any other dragons and or riders that we don't know anything about, like names, locations, stuff like that, we could potentially ask him for some information about those.
I believe if we did end up talking with him, he would possibly give us some information, seeing as what his children are doing.
I'm not opposed to the concept, but I'm also not going to take a front row seat and start talking.
Oh, I have no problem talking to him.
I would think our Drake Warden,
Yes.
Queen Melisande, might have a few words to say as well, and possibly introduce Cora would, to me, make an appropriate thing. Just me thinking out loud, but I have no problem, staying toward the back of the group on this one. But by all means, absolutely yes. If that's where we're going to go, let's all stick together and go there, with purpose.
What is currently around us?
Right now, there's like an open field with a little bit of a forest off to one side, and you see like a massive tower off in the distance.
Well, that seems to be the only landmark. Shall we start walking?
Queen Melisande,
Can
are
he
you
hear us
opposed to this?
if we're yelling for him?
I'm not sure if Bahamut would like to be called upon in such a manner. We could try.
But are any of us his followers?
I believe I'm the closest thing. Melisandre?
Can Minnie talk to him across planes or no? Because Minnie's always with Silas, isn't she?
Yes, Minnie is always wireless.
I believe you said before that on the same plane, yes. But
Yeah, on the same plane, yes. Not on the same plane, no. So if whatever mood shows back up, he'll be able to find you.
Excuse me.
Okay, so
You know that. Sabato and Kojo told you that.
So we can try and talk to her, but we can't. She can't talk to us back, so that wouldn't do any good to.
I mean, Minnie can talk to you, but she can't relay a message any better than Kojo and Sabato can.
Right, but like my first thought, I guess, would be to ask her: is he on the same plane as us?
Kojo and Sabato told you no when he left.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, apparently I was in La La Land. And I just
That's
woke
also
up and
very true.
ended up
Yes,
here.
yes.
Maybe I was, I don't
Yes,
know, hibernating.
Yes, Kojo and Sabato explained that you guys were in heaven-esque plane. It was safe, and that Mood was off the plane, and they had no contact with them, with Mood.
Yeah, you guys are technically in Mount Celestia,
Okay.
if I remember.
yeah,
correctly.
I mean-
if not, that's the one you're in now.
Yeah.
Is that near Equestria?
No.
Oh, good. Good.
Are we gonna come in contact with this name? Anyways, yeah. So, do we want to stay around here? Do we want to just wait for Mood to come back, or do we want to be moving? I would probably rather be moving, so I vote for going towards the only thing, the castle thing that we see.
I agree. Moving towards something is better than standing still.
Albero's going to jump on his Pegasus and take off into the air and try to get a better view of everything.
Okay. Looking up, you just see beautiful golden landscape for miles. You do see the one forest. You do see like a small little hut in the forest. But other than that, you mostly just see the looming tower off in the distance.
Well, he's going to relay that information to the rest of the party. Is the hut going towards on the way to the towers?
No, let's say the tower is north and the hut and the forest are more to like the southeast.
Okay. Well, I believe the tower is our best option.
Silas,
If
what do you know about this Platinum Dragon? Because in my way of thinking, if you build a plane of your own and you build a grandiose structure that reaches far into the sky to, bandy about and proclaim to all those who view it how fantastically wonderful you are, which, I mean, a lot of gods do that. Why would you allow a hut to be on the same plane unless you wanted it to be there? So I guess my question is, does the Platinum Dragon sometimes appear in other forms other than the Platinum Dragon itself? Would we be possibly speaking to another aspect by speaking to a hermit in the hut?
So real quick, let me interject here. Albert would know mostly that Bahamut lives here on this realm. It's not necessarily Bahamut's realm.
Okay.
So more so that that's just the main thing that he remembers from his reading with the history of 13 or religion of 13.
You probably know that there's multiple good gods that reside on this realm, right?
Yes.
Like that's kind of a given.
Okay.
I mean,
so
how far was the hut away?
Maybe a couple hours walk.
What about on Pegasus dashing?
You can probably get there within an hour.
Would someone like to hop on with me and go to the hut? Maybe you all can make your way to the tower, and if we find something of use at the hut, we can catch up.
What's the
Would my
Pegasus
character know
speed?
about the Canaries?
What was that?
wait.
Huh?
Yeah, there were two questions asked at the same time. They stepped on each other. Please, Silas, ask your first question.
I was just saying, would my character know about the Canaries? That Bahamut has I think it's 13 Canaries? Or something about like that, if I remember correctly, if I remember my lore.
I thought it was 8 or 9, but yeah, it's a guy surrounded by yellow canaries.
I think it's 8.
I genuinely don't even know that aspect of Bahamut.
It's his
Oh,
human
it's-
form. It's how he walks
Oh,
around in
gotcha.
human form. It's how he walks around in human form.
Okay. There was a second question asked at the same time as Silas. I think it was.
I was
Z?
wondering what the speed of the Pegasus was.
90 feet flying
Okay.
movement.
So would anybody like to go investigate the hut, or do we all want to go to the tower? Do we want to split the party and have some people go to the hut and the rest of the party go to the tower, and then the hut people will eventually try to catch back up to the party on the faster Pegasus?
I'll go on the Pegasus, and I'll help investigate there first.
Sounds like a plan.
Albero lands and picks up Silas and dashes off towards the hut.
Okay. And then the rest of you walk into the tower?
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Is Cora out or Cora not out?
I think Mel is AFK for a hot second.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So why don't you pay attention to the hutters, and we'll come back to when Mel gets back.
Sounds good to me. Let me get this right here. All right. So as you head to the hut, roughly an hour passes by, and you get to the outskirts. But like when you're about maybe 200 feet away from it, there's like almost an invisible barrier that you can't fly through. So you land, and then you're able to begin walking to the hut. And it's just a quaint little, looks like a cottage with little smoke coming out of the chimney.
Well, shall we go knock?
I mean,
I decided to go to the hut
we might as
instead
well.
of the tower.
Melbeck.
Silas and Albero did. The rest of us are headed to the tower.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Silas and O'Barrow because I kind of wanted to go to the hut too.
Okay.
Oh. Can the Pegasus carry all three of us?
Oh, I've got
Or-
Cora, but Cora can't carry me yet, can she?
What level does
Kojo
Cora
can-
get to carry you?
Like 14. Oh no, it is like 14 or 15 maybe. It's whenever she
I
gets to
think
last.
it's 15.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it might be 15.
Kojo can get you there.
Okay.
Okay, so
So I guess the three of us are there.
Okay. Yeah, and as you get closer to the hut, you see that there is a
Yeah.
silver lightning bolt on the door.
Can I roll a religion check now to see if I know what that symbol means?
Go for it.
$15.
The best you can recall is it might be the god of valor.
Okay. I relay that information, and I'm kind of getting giddy by myself. It's just like, why am I here? This is no place for a death or a grave cleric. This is the antithesis of goody goody two shoes.
Kojo's going to stay outside of that barrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to do a religion check to try and figure out what that is? Can I do a history check?
It would be religion.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to go knock, knowing that this is someone with valor.
Okay.
Or
As
what
you go
he
to knock,
thinks
the
is.
door opens up, and you see a tall human man in fine chainmail with auburn hair, coppery shade of skin, and he says, "Greetings, travelers. You don't belong here. What can Erroneous
Who?
do for you today?"
Well, we have been placed on this plane with seeking an audience of someone that may give us some information of what we're trying to solve on the material plane. We're having some issues with some rogue dragons and some riders, and we were hoping to find Bahamut, possibly. We know he's very busy, but could you happen to help us in either capacity?
Yes, Bahamut is usually very busy these days. The fact that you are seeking outside help is honor and valorous in itself, and I approve. However, such problems on the material plane are usually left on the material plane. Those of us here on this realm don't have much time for that. However, depending on what you wish, maybe I can give you a boon.
It would be much appreciated. It's the issue at hand is both problematic and difficult. I myself am a follower of Lindy's charge to bring balance back to the material plane.
Ah, so you follow Lendis.
Yes.
Interesting. Probably not too much I can do for you then, as you already have a god that you follow, which is wonderful. Let me think here. And kind of mulls it over for a split second, looking through you. Says, what I can do is this. I can give you a slight boon, one for each of you. I hope that in your next combat, that your attacks never miss. That your arrow, and he looks at Mel, flies true. That your sword swings just as he looks at you. And that your spells, as he looks at you very curiously, Silas, hit home. And the three of you feel like this
guy likes me that much.
warmth. And the next time each of you attack, if you miss, you can choose to hit instead. You can only this can only happen once.
Ah, nice. Well, we thank you. I feel your presence, and your help is much appreciated. Would you happen to know if Bahamut is on the current plane? If he is towards the tower that I saw off in the distance?
The tower is more of a competition of sorts. Maybe in the future you'll be welcome there, but it is not for mortals.
Well,
And he's not taking his eyes off Silas while he's talking to you.
well, we hate to take up any more of your time. We appreciate your help immensely. We will leave you here as and try to find our own path.
But I wish you the best of luck.
And Albero gives him a slight bow.
He'll nod his head at you in return.
And he starts to walk back towards the others.
Silas, as you're walking away, you can just feel him looking at you the whole time.
Yep, I do not belong here. I am a sinner in these people's eyes.
It might not be you.
Albero starts looking at Silas's face like there's something on it, like if he's got like a smudge of dirt or something.
No, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I have done a lot of horrible things, I think.
Ah. Well, let's leave before anything happens then.
As you exit the little dome,
I'm gonna.
Silas, you feel a little bit of comfort as you get the feeling that the Madame is with you, and you get the sense that maybe it's not you, maybe it's her. That he was kind of
that
like
makes
eyeing
me
you
feel a little
about.
bit better. We just need to leave here. I'm not welcome.
Kojo's just kind of
Lord worship.
when you get back there, Kojo's just kind of growling at the barrier.
let's catch up with the others, I guess.
Sounds good.
All right. You guys continue making your way to the large tower. You meet up with the rest of you. As you approach the tower, you see that there are two massive golden dragons sitting outside, like the entryway. And they look at you guys as you approach and go, "What business do you have at the Tower of Ascension?"
Well, we were just looking for Bahamut, actually, but we're not wishing to bother you. I understand this is not a place for mortals. We've kind of been placed on this plane, and are wandering to find our way.
Well, this is not the way. This is the Tower of the Gods, or the Tower of Ascension. Bahamut currently is the ruler of these lands. Maybe when the next tournament happens, you all will be dead and can join.
I appreciate the invitation. I hope I don't die at any point. I've done it once. I don't plan to do it again anytime soon.
Bud's eyes kind of brighten, and he wants to know more about what kind of creatures are fighting for this tower and what kind of battles occur inside of it.
And then they'll go into a lengthy detail about it, how it's a 20-floor tower, and the champions of each god are chosen to try and ascend the tower. And the person who wins when the tournament is going on is whose god will be ruling for the next 200 years.
And when is the next tournament for the tower?
In about 150 years. But we use legends of the past. We don't use people who are currently alive.
Well, goal is to die in the next 150 years.
Stick with us. We can make that happen. Ask me how I know? Done it twice.
I shall be the last one to die. I will make sure that, or I shall be the first one to die. I will make sure that you guys are safe.
Could Vigo climb the outside of this tower?
I mean, Vigo could certainly try. I mean, it looks like it's a smooth surface.
Any lock can be picked if you have the right tools and the right touch.
So, with me being here, no one gets to die. You realize that, right? Like, you all have, like, your work cut out for you.
Done it twice.
Well, clearly
I
Todd
brought
has
you back,
wished to
didn't I?
stay dead.
You did bring me back, yes, and I appreciate that both times, my good friend Silas. I
I
appreciate
just
you
have
more than you
wished
know.
to die every 200 years to fight in this tournament, and then you can bring me back. I don't care.
But we have to make you legendary first.
Oh, I'm already legendary.
Again, in your own mind doesn't count, I don't think. Vigo cast a glance over his shoulder at the dragons to see if they caught that. Okay, so we're not going to meet the big platinum dragon, which is fine. So we can.
Well, he just said that the dragon wasn't here. Is there a place where the dragon resides?
You're asking the dragons that?
Yes, I am.
They'll say that Bahamut currently resides at the top of the tower. Though he is not in currently.
I'll just like quietly ask, water plane?
They give you an odd look and go, yes.
Oh. Yeah, Lindy's is there too. We know that.
Well, you all wouldn't happen to know about anything about obsidian dragons, would you?
Obsidian dragons?
Yes.
You see them like kind of. It's weird to see a dragon bristle like a cat, but scales just seem to like go up on end for a brief second. And the one who's been quiet the whole time almost screams abomination.
Yes, yes, I agree with you, and we are trying to delete one. You see, on the material plane, we're having some issues with some rogue dragons and the riders. They're doing some quite horrible things to the population of that plane. And any help, tips, or any weaknesses you might know, strengths would help us immensely in our quest.
The one will say, obsidian dragons are abominations. They have no weaknesses. Do not use fire against them or you'll regret it. Strike them hard, strike them fast.
Ah,
Don't use fire. Good tip.
Hard and fast. I can do that.
well, that is appreciated. Halmor just turns around and kind of shrugs at everyone.
I think we've answered all our questions. Vigo will sketch a bow to both the gold dragons and say, we thank you, great ones, for your wisdom and sharing that piece of knowledge with us. And we are sorry to have troubled you for this time. We will move off and wait to be brought back to the material plane. Thank you again. And back
Best
away
of
slowly
luck.
so they don't get to see us back.
Maybe we'll see you in the next 150 years. Small one.
You can count on it.
Vigo does a grand gesture toward Todd.
What is Mood doing?
I think Mood is waiting for cookies to bake. Mood can. So Mood's plan is to inform all the bakers that the cookies need to be replaced, and then deliver all the cookies.
Mhm.
His part should only take about an hour. So
Okay.
it's an hour plus however long it takes them to get replacement cookies.
Okay.
Do we get any names for these people we just talked to? I have the one for that's the person in the cottage, right?
Yeah, no one asked for the two dragons' names.
It was the Tower of Ascension, is that
Yep.
right?
Tower of Ascension, or also known as the Tower of the Gods.
Okay.
Vigo's not entirely sure, but he thinks that the dragon on the left was named Fluffy, and the one on the right was named Mr. Tickles. I could be wrong. It may be a mistranslation of what I heard them say to each other, but that's what I took out of it.
No, those are probably the jokes that Sabanto and Kojo were telling each other.
But they were with the hut people.
Well, no.
Caught up.
So Kojo brought Mel over to the hut, and then all the hut people caught up before you guys got to the tower.
Okay.
And then the tower stuff happened.
I see. Okay. Wasn't sure.
That's how Silas was there to talk to Todd.
Okay, so we are waiting for Mood to finish baking cookies.
So, Mood, you bake the cookies, and you have a little bit extra. So we'll say you have 10 cookies that give you 10 temporary hit points.
Okay. And then I'm gonna take basically whatever they were gonna pay the driver. I'm gonna take that as payment for delivering the cookies.
Yeah, so
Whatever,
you'll get
like 10 gold or whatever, how much they paid for.
yeah, it'll be 10 gold. And you're also, due to everything else, you'll get a few items. You'll get a mace +2. I gotta move them into items, but it'll take a second. You get a potion of diminution, a hat of disguise that can only transform you into a dwarf with a red coat and a red hat.
Okay.
Pretty much turns you into Santa Claus. And they give you a golden egg, and it can be only activated once, and it's the effects of Hero's Feast.
Mhm.
So it would pop out of Hero's Feast for you guys.
Okay. I put all of that in a bag.
Show this to you guys. There you go. And then let's arrange this. There we go. Alrighty. Yep, so you do that. That's all taken care of.
That other thing happens that we talked about?
Yes.
Okay, so that other thing happens. And then I will go back to Mount Celestia with my bag in hand. I show up and be like, they're not where I left them.
Are you that surprised?
Not really. I will start making my way over there. It won't take me long at all. I'll teleport over there.
Okay. You'll arrive right as they're finishing up their conversation with the dragons and walking away.
So, Moon shows up.
It's been 84 years.
That's actually pretty good. Moon looks at it and is just like, oh, that's not bad.
We have to have a talk. I'm not angry at you. I'm just disappointed. We can't keep doing this.
You didn't enjoy being in heaven? As he kind of looks at you confused, thinking basically all mortals would love to be here, and the most dangerous thing about being here is getting them to leave.
I'm surprised that you left. Look at how sunny it is here. I would think that a plant monster like you would want to stay.
I hate this place.
Oh, you hate this place.
Yes.
I hate it too.
I'm surprised about that part.
What? Why do you think I want to be in a place I don't belong? Why do you think?
Most mortals do. There's this general sense of euphoria that floats around this whole place.
Yes.
I guess our will. I guess your guys' wills are strong enough that you didn't notice it. We all have strong purpose.
That's the point. I'm not supposed to be here. I will never belong here.
Good Silas. Could we continue this discussion back where we started from? Maybe not being here to talk longer?
I give Vigo the bag.
I accept. Is this another bag of holding?
No, it's just a bag. It's like, you wanted
disappointed
10, you wanted payment, I've got payment, and you can give it to whoever you feel like.
I looked disappointed at Mood and then tapped my foot to say, we're still here. would like to go back now, please.
I will
Thank you for the
tell
bag.
Mood that we did learn some valuable information here, though. Obsidian Dragon, don't use fire.
Mood kind of looks at you a little unique. I mean, he just kind of tilts his head like he normally does. And he's like, good. Very good. I'm glad you made the best use of what I thought was going to be a small vacation.
Albero, you hear in your head, "Where are you, young one?"
I tell him I'm at the Tower of... I say in my mind, I'm at the Tower of Ascension, my
Okay.
lord.
Okay. As Mood's saying all this, and Vigo, Mood hands you the bag. The whole realm like shakes, and the two dragons at the door go, "Oh, he's back." You said you wanted to see Bahamut?
Very much
Yes,
so.
of course.
We may
That
be
was
able
the
to...
name I wanted.
Oh, you wanted Bahamut's name?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Amadron and Ilgland are the two dragons at the door. And one will say, "We may be able to get you an audience." So
Mood vanishes again.
Well, he is scared of something.
So
And he probably saw his own shadow.
you'll see one of the dragons close their eyes. And they'll open their eye and say, he will see you. He'll be here in a moment. Everyone roll a perception check for me, except for Mood, since Mood disappeared.
Where is it? My work? Oh, the first one. I see nothing.
I see everything.
Mel, Vigo, and Silas, all of you see all of a sudden appearing on Albero's shoulder this little reddish tinted dragon with like a yellow belly. And it jumps off his shoulder, and you see it transform into a, we'll say, large-sized dragon. Albero, you instantly recognize this as Lindis.
No, Albero goes down to a knee. He's like, "I've been seeking you."
Sorry, I've been dealing with a problem.
Yes, I heard. I did try seeking you in Mechanus, and heard that you were on the water plane.
Yes, me and Bahamut were trying to take care of little fey creatures. Misdeed, but it's fixed now.
Oh, we appreciate your time, as I know you are very busy.
So, what can I do for you, young one?
In my charge on the material plane, we have run into quite a formidable foe. We've run into an obsidian dragon with a rider. We need information on how to defeat him most properly.
We don't usually do too much with other planes unless there's a massive issue. It kind of looks at some of you knowingly.
Mood's not here. Don't glare at me.
It's-
Vigo will
it's-
bow all the same because This is a dragon. Vigo don't want to get eaten.
It's not like you did something wrong. It's just like he suspects you guys might know something about it.
It was a one shot. It's not supposed to affect the main game.
Oh, so you guys don't get items from the one shots to keep?
Vigo is not a rat. I'll do time before I rat somebody out. But if they send me off to Tulsa, gonna be a problem with that.
Guys, I think there's something in the tower now. I'm guessing Bahamut went up to the tower and he's at the top now.
You feel it approaching you from the tower. And as Silas finishes saying this, just the ground shakes as this massive dragon like dwarfs all of you. And all of you instantly know that this is Bahamut. And even Lendis bows to Bahamut.
Todd will stand up a little bit straighter.
Vigo bows lower.
Yeah.
And tries to remember if he's ever stolen something from a Platinum Dragon's temple.
Kojo and Sabato don't know how to react. It's somewhere in between, like, trying to hide their hatred and just utter terror. And I think Minnie's passed out because I think she meant three things that could annihilate her in a blink.
So I know we can't ask for much help, but how did we end up in front of two gods right now? I can barely get in contact with one.
Well, this makes the third god I've talked to.
Bahamut sniffs you, Silas, and goes, "Ah, I know that scent. It is that of Madame. Her kin likes to cause problems, the little child that he is."
I mean, you're not wrong. That's actually why we're here. He dropped us off without a way to get back, and we're just looking to get back to the material plane.
I can make that happen for you. And he sniffs the air. He's like, but they were here.
Yes, he was, and they are going to get a good talking to about not dropping us off in places we do not belong.
Well, I can assure you it'll be more than a talking to.
It is understandable. He is afraid of me and my power. I am the anti of everything he stands for.
It's like anti-left.
Yeah, fair.
Kind of
Change your religion.
Lendy's is actually probably more the antithesis of him.
Yeah, that's fair.
The lawful neutral, right?
Yeah.
He's lawful neutral? Yeah, he's more the counterpoint.
Yeah, that's fair.
kind of whisper to Silas and say, I don't think that's what's wrong. They're not upset
I
that
think you're right.
they just dropped us down here, you know.
Vigo. So, what brings you to needing my help? And Lettuce will kind of like take you off to the side, Albero.
Okay. I'll follow him. Of course.
So, Bahamut asks the question of what you need him for.
Oh, to Albero?
No, to the party in general.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, you're off with Lendis.
Okay.
Well, we are facing multiple dragons in the material plane. We're going to be fighting an obsidian dragon next, and we also have beef with one of the riders. The Dragon Riders of Saint Gregorie.
Gregorie, but close enough. He'll say, "Are they trying to bring back Tiamat again?"
Is that their plan?
They haven't lasted long enough for us to ask what their plan is. I just want to say that.
No, it's Aiden and his dragon, and a red dragon he has who controls most of the continent.
Sounds like the affair of mortals.
It is. Also they worship one of the death gods. Well, the not so good death gods.
Who is this that you speak of?
I forget off the top of my head. Was it Nyrule or was it one of the other gods?
Bane. Bane.
Bane.
Yeah, Bane's the god that pretty much everybody there is focusing on. Has Bane made an appearance in your realm?
No, but a lot of his minions have.
I have minions everywhere as well. Until he appears,
one that
I
I
cannot
remember.
intervene.
Fair enough. Does anybody else want to talk to the god?
Vigo will pass and try to not be noticeable, because this is uncomfortable for him being this close to something that large, and also completely out of
Mel?
alignment with him.
This is the god of all dragons, Mel.
Yeah, if we had a Drake Warden who might want to have a chat with the ultimate dragon, now would be the time.
If you want a second to collect your thoughts, Belle, I can have Lendis talk to Abero.
I don't know what to ask the dragon.
No, think about it for a second if you want to ask anything, and then I will, like a boon for your Drake. And then I will talk to Albero real quick. So Lendis will bring you off to the side. Albero will go, "So, what do you need my help with, little one?"
I need your wisdom. Your wisdom and your knowledge. It's quite we are going up against many mighty dragons, and they have riders, which enhance them in spells and so on. Fighting against them without knowledge is like it's folly, I find. We need your help with knowledge, at least just this one time for this obsidian dragon. I know they are very rare, and the two gold dragons outside the gate there called them abominations. Said they are very strong.
Yes. Obsidian dragons are unnatural. They are
We need to.
a combination of dragons, and it's obscene.
What are their weaknesses?
Unfortunately, they have none. And one of the strongest things that they can do is they can magically petrify you.
Well, the one down on the material plane, I'm not sure if you've been keeping tabs on it or not, has turned an entire area of the continent into its lair.
That was not Elsroy's doing. That was his riders.
Ah. So the rider has quite an amount of power then.
I keep eyes on all the dragons. Yes, they do.
Trying to balance the scales, I have to figure out how to defeat this foe.
The best thing to do is kill the dragon before you try to kill the rider.
So the dragon is more defeatable than the rider is?
No, but he is more dangerous. If you kill the rider and Osroy does not perish from the loss, it will be devastating for you and your allies.
This is good to know. That is different than what we were planning. So this is extremely helpful knowledge. Is there anything you can do to help us?
I see you've already received a boon. It is outside my power to help you more.
I understand. And I do apologize for the one member that I am currently in travels with, for your wasted time on the water plane. We will try to correct the matter.
They are but a child. It's okay. I was young once myself.
Well, it is good to know your point of view on the matter. Well, I guess you'll be watching, and we will try to fulfill the oath that I've taken with you.
You have not gone astray yet. Though I see your form has changed, and he taps you like one of the nails on his claws.
Yes, I had a mishap with disintegration, and this was the best that, and he points over towards Silas, that our cleric could come up with. I think it will aid me in the future, though.
Thinks for a long moment, goes, maybe I'll look into a reversal for your condition.
Once my oath is complete to you, maybe we can discuss that further.
That's agreeable.
Well, I thank you for your time. I won't take any longer.
Very well. Return to your friends. I must get back to Mechanus.
He gives a deep bow to Lendus.
Lendus will nod his head at
returns
you
back to
and
the
then
party.
disappear.
And yeah, Albero will head back to the rest of the party.
All right. Any other questions for Bahamut?
I called Logan in on this to help me figure out what to ask.
I'll be right back.
And then he ran away. The Draken ran away.
Dragon's core.
Yeah. This is why I stopped taking notes, because I get into taking notes and then I lose track of where we are in game.
Well, that's the challenge of the good note taker, is to be able to do both, which is quite a challenge.
We need to get you one of those little stenographer pads.
I think I think I have undiagnosed like ADD or ADHD. So
It's one of the challenges of, being in school is taking notes while listening.
my notes always never make sense when I was in school. It's just, I think it just helped it kind of stay in my brain if I took notes. But if I go back and read them, they don't make no sense.
Yeah, I have that issue too.
Same.
My notes make sense to me, which is why nobody could ever read my notes. And I say they don't have to make sense to you; they have to make sense to me. So. I mean, it's just got a trigger memory in my head. I don't care what anybody else does with it. I've had people go, "The hell is this crap?" And I would literally could recite an entire lecture from college off my notes. And people are like, "How the hell do you do that?" I said, "Well, the notes remind me of what the professor said, and then go on to the next point." And like, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to you. It makes sense to me. So.
Yeah,
All right, I'm back.
those sound like useful notes.
Wait, what did you say?
Secret handwriting
How
code.
can I connect better with my dragon?
Yeah, how can I deepen my connection with
How
Cora?
can Okay, I asked Bahamut, how can I deepen my connection with Cora?
This says,
Brand,
do you want practical Or do you want instantaneous?
Practical.
Spend more time with her. Do more with her. But I can help a little bit. And he'll take a claw and tap your forehead and Cora's forehead at the same time. And you feel like a deeper connection with her. Like you can now read her thoughts and what she's thinking and communicate instantaneously telepathically with her.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And okay, thank you. I feel like we've already had that connection, but perhaps it'll be stronger now. How can I best venerate you? Is that right?
Yes.
Good word.
He'll say, just keep with my practices. Be a source of good in this world. Well, your world. Do what do what's right. And keep mood in line.
Keep mood in line. I will try. Mood is quite their own being. Well, thank you very much for letting us speak with you.
It is no problem at all. I always take time for the mortals to the best of my abilities.
Well, we certainly appreciate it.
Oh.
You could always ask if you could borrow a canary for the fight ahead.
Borrow a canary?
We have a gold dragon.
Bahamut has 7 canaries that flies with him that are polymorphed gold dragons.
Oh. We
7.
don't have it readily with us, though. We're not calling him in to help. So we don't really have the gold dragon.
Is joking. I'm not here.
He wishes he could be here, but our little one won't let that happen.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Good to hear everyone's voice again.
It's good hearing yours. So Bahamut will go, if that is all, and take off and head back to the top of the tower.
As he takes off, I will yell up to him and say, remember the name Todd. He will be at the next Tower of Trials.
He'll stop mid-flight, turn and look at you and be like, as my champion?
Haven't decided yet. I'll see what happens when I die, whoever chooses me. I'll probably be in the first draft pick.
Going round 1.
He's far enough away where nobody can really see this, but Silas, with that insane perception, you see a little smirk on Bahamut's face at the mention of the number 1 draft pick.
You're gonna go far, kid. You're gonna go. You're doing good.
Oh, I guess that ends our conversations on this plane. How do we head back? I wonder if Mood will show back up.
We have to wait for Mood to come back.
So while that was happening, Moods teleported to the home base to go get Vance to go get them. So he's gonna warp Vance to them with a tuning fork, because it's just any tuning fork, because material plane based, to them, so that he can bring them back as long as he's got plane shift prepared today.
Yeah, he pretty much always has it ready.
Okay.
So you see a very familiar looking elf pop in and be like, "Oh, my friends, hi. Mood said you needed a ride home."
Now I hate Mood even more.
I knew he was too
Don't-
chicken shit to come get
Don't
us.
worry, there will be no mishaps. And he brings out a tuning fork. We're good today.
Why weren't we good the first time? If all you need's a tuning fork.
Because we're going back to the material
No,
plane.
no. This is what you're doing with your lips. This is what I want you to do.
So you hear Vance mutter, "Well, first on my revenge tour will be Vigo." He'll get all of you in a circle and cast plane shift and bring you all back to the capital of Luxfer. And you're in Vance's office. Says, "Oh, well, see? No mishaps. Good to go. Love you, Vigo."
Vigo looks around for something to pilfer when Vance gets distracted.
There's a small pouch on his desk.
Is it a pickpocket or a sleight of hand move to
Sleight of
obtain
hand,
that
yeah.
pouch?
He doesn't see you, Garrett. Grab it.
I will examine the contents later. I will not put it into one of my Crown Royal bags of holding because I don't know what this thing is yet. One bag of Vance.
One bag of Vance.
What are you guys doing?
Mood is there.
Yeah, he'd probably pop. Probably wouldn't be. The office is probably crowded, but he probably pops outside and talks with Sabato and Kojo.
Then I will go up to him again and say, we found out more information about how to fight the Obsidian Dragon and Rider.
Great! That's great.
We need to take out the Rider first.
Yes. Yeah, Albert is going to relay all that information.
Linda said take out the dragon first.
Kill the dragon first.
I was
I know.
gonna say I thought it was the dragon first.
I know.
Yeah,
I know you.
Lindy's-
I know
Lindy's-
you, Todd. But when Albero agreed, that concerned me for a split second.
No. I relay that we're supposed to kill the dragon first. If we do not kill the dragon first, there's a possibility that if we kill its rider, it could go mad and become even more dangerous than before.
Solid.
I think we have most of our heavy hitters on the dragon to begin with. And if not, I'm sure we can easily focus on it quickly.
Also, we may want to prepare for petrification, possibly. As that
do
is
I
one of
have
the Obsidian's powers.
Do I have any spells that do I have any spells that I can prepare for that?
Stone to flesh. Or I think is it greater restoration?
Yes.
Yeah, greater
We
restoration.
may want to find possible potions or scrolls, seeing that he's the only one that can cast high-level healing spells as such.
I'll start preparing it.
Solid.
Okay. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Does someone want to talk to Mood? That they have something crushing on them?
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Mood's not going to bring it up.
Anybody, want to talk to Mood
I'm
now
I'm
that
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed you chose of all places there, a place where I could never go to.
He kind of looks at. They kind of look at you and they're like, I didn't get to choose it, and I don't think there's many more safer places to be than probably where we ended up.
That is fair. However, just be more responsible.
He kind of again looks at you and is like, "Okay." He just kind of twists.
Albero looks at him and goes, "The next time you plane shift me without my permission, we're going to have problems. And it doesn't matter where I end up."
They look at you and they go, "Oh."
I already have enough random plane shifting on my mind. Without having an overgrown plant take me to places that I do not wish to go.
Intriguing. The threat makes me want to do it more, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, I can be sure that Albero won't be the only one that you have issues with.
He just looks over at you and was like, "Now that's a little bit strange, because it seemed like you had nothing but a good time there." Am I
You know
wrong
this-
about that?
You took me away from combat with that we were heading towards to go to a very bright, very sunny place. I made the most of the trip. And all you did was run away.
There's a lot of factors for why I couldn't be there.
well, you think about the factors that you couldn't be there. You think about the factors that other people don't want to be just transported and dumped places. You have to take their factors into account too, that they might not appreciate that.
Well, at least we won't have to worry about me not knowing where we're going anymore.
Why is that? Did I miss that?
No, it's definitely a question.
And why is that?
Oh, the necklace, if you were worried, is not an issue anymore.
What has happened to the necklace?
Oh, you went out and sold it? Great.
It was a kind of a trade, but probably more like a gift.
To Albero, who could use it?
No.
Oh, what have you done with it?
Don't tell me you traded it for cookies.
No. One of my one of my siblings has it because, well, I guess I don't need it anymore. Ish.
I don't understand why you would give it to a sibling and not talk to us first. Especially when we have a party member who could use it.
That's why I said it was more of a. That's why I said it was closer to a trade. It was a bit out of my hands.
What did you trade it for?
It was more of, again, it was like, I could show you.
Religion check to see if I know what sibling he's talking about.
Go for it.
I don't know why this feels like a bad idea.
Barra, what's your passive perception?
Mine 10.
Okay.
In religion. I
So you would know that Moods told you before that he had multiple when the mother, I put it in, or like parent was killed, as again all these are quotation marks, split into a bunch of different beings. It's one of those beings that are all like Mood but all very different. So one of them, you would assume that.
Oh, he gave it to himself in a weird brother clone situation.
It's a little, again, not quite.
There's different moods out there, and this mood is the.
They have names.
Good, happy, fun.
They have names.
Well, yes. I'm trying to generalize for people.
Yeah, small words. Because I'm confused.
Yeah. It's really complicated, but he gave it to one of his alter beings.
Again, I didn't really do it.
So Albert says, kind of like my fingers on my hand have different names. My thumb, my index finger, my middle finger, and he sticks it up towards Mood. Like that, correct?
Yeah, kind of, from what I can gather. Like, which one was it that you gave it to?
I'm not actually 100% sure, because again, it's vague on if I gave it away.
And what do you have currently in return for that?
Problems.
Are those problems going to become our problems?
They're probably not going to be problems for you. It's more like a internal crisis.
And when did all this happen?
The last few hours.
Like,
So
when you left us again?
Yeah, when I was trying to get the money that Vigo wanted.
So, instead of letting us take care of the cookie problem, we now do not have the necklace anymore?
I didn't know that was gonna what was gonna happen was gonna happen. I will say that much. I had no plan for any of them to show up.
I'm not sad.
Mood, you've always I've always given you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm a little bit hesitant this time.
Again, I could show you what I mean.
Okay.
How big's the room in here?
Vigo walks out of the room in more than 50 feet away.
If you're in Vance's room, it's not big enough.
How big's the room outside of Vance's room?
It's a hallway, but you could find you could probably go to the teleport room and do it there.
Okay.
Vigo goes somewhere else.
Albero follows Vigo. He wants no part of seeing this.
If any of the party members are around to watch what Mood does, he will be there to protect in any case.
Yeah, Melisande goes with Mood because she wants to know what's going on.
Then I will go with Melisande.
I'm just gonna go because I'm curious as well.
All right. So you guys make your way to where the teleporting, where you usually teleport into. But Vance doesn't have to do that, so that's why we're in his room.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, Mood will get near Sabanto and Kojo, and so you see this like very bright light coming from the center of Mood, and like both Kojo and Sabanto, like Mood's like it looks like they're like breaking apart, and like it looks kind of like when he's having fun times making eggs, where like that cocoon thing kind of shows up, but it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger till it's about 25 feet tall, and then it opens and someone steps out of it. And I can't control how big the tokens are. Is there a way that you can give me that power, Brendan?
I don't know. Here, let's move everyone to here real quick. Yeah, I don't.
And
You might be able to adjust it. I got a 20 feet. You said right?
yeah, 20 feet.
Yeah.
And that's there.
What is that?
And they look tired. It's kind of like, oh, where am I now? Oh, and then they just kind of get down low and like on the floor, just almost like belly on the floor to look at you, and just like, hi, who are you?
I am in a defensive stance in front of Melisande.
They kind of sniff the air and they're like, I smell a familiar smell coming from you. And they look at Silas. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's foggy. But it's nice.
But you're not Mood. What should we call you?
My name is Hope. Hope Rums. At least I think it is.
Do I understand what I'm seeing? Is Mood here anymore?
No, the plants have gone. And this being is all that stays.
You said your name is Hope Runs?
Rums. HOPERUMS.
So this is Mood 2.0, essentially. It's nice to meet you, Hope.
Hi. Why do you smell familiar?
I have met your aunt a few times. I worship them.
Aunt. I don't think I have an aunt.
It's complicated. We'll get into more details about it.
No, I don't think I have an aunt.
Well, they're a relative of yours.
They're thinking hard. They can't get their finger on it.
Don't worry, we'll get you through this. Everybody, we have new developments.
They shrink down to your size. They're about 5 feet tall. It's kind of like, And then they just start eating cake.
So, I don't even know where you got the cake.
Is Mood gone?
Out of game, no. This is a transformation.
So this is so. I don't understand.
That is perfect.
So, Hope, do you have the same abilities as Mood, or do you have control over? I'm looking around for the Sabanto and other friends.
Mood. Oh, Nieuweteb met Fordmood.
Yeah, that person. I forget that y'all have the full name.
I'm a little bit better than them.
Like, gooder?
I mean, what's your definition of good?
I'm
sharing
sorry,
cake?
gooder
I love
got me.
sharing cake. You want cake? And there's just cakes everywhere. And I mean, everywhere.
Do I see a necklace around her throat?
You don't. No, you don't. She doesn't have, or they don't have anything on them? Yeah, they don't have anything on them. Yeah, so they are solid with cake and wine is everywhere. Cake and wine. And they're just kind of floating there, just kind of eating it up. So, what do you do for fun?
Well, I look around and realize like we haven't done anything fun for a while. We mostly been kind of busy dealing with dragons.
Ah, dragons.
I mean, that's fun for me.
I think only copper ones strike my fancy. They're fun.
Well, we were gonna go fight an obsidian one. Can you bring us there?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you? What you looking at is like, you're ready to go? I think they're thinking really hard. They're like, yes, Mood has a vague picture of where they want it to be, where the scary lava dragon was. You want to be there?
I mean, I want to be there, but I don't know about the rest of them.
Are you ready?
We did have one question before we were to go. Can I start casting a ritual spell, and then the last minute be able to teleport and finish the casting and have the spell take effect there?
Did you answer them, Todd?
I mean, I didn't answer saying I was ready. I know
Okay.
that we have other party members that are not here that we would need to be there.
I think we need
They're waiting- they're waiting
see
on
if
your
we can
answer.
get the other party members to come see what's happened.
Do we want to go to them?
We will converse with the other party members. And then we'll have everybody make a group decision on what the next plan of action should be.
Just stay here for a couple minutes, Hope. We'll be back.
Sure. Hope spots Vance through the door and is like, ooh, I'm going to play with him. They vanish. And a bugged Vance.
All right. So everyone else, what are you guys doing?
Everybody that didn't come with us, what are you guys doing?
Vigo may have stepped away. Their
Oh.
mic's muted.
Yeah, Albero's out with Vigo, just hanging out.
Vigo's congratulating Albero on the wise decision to stay as far away from whatever Mood was surprise was.
I have no wish to be anywhere near him when he's doing weird things.
So basically all the time?
Most of the time I find lately, yes.
Okay. So question I had was, as we rejoin the group, do we have all the preps made? If we've heard that there is possibility of petrification from this dragon, do we have, and looks toward those who can counter spell things, and go, are you prepared with this? Do we have spells or potions, or do you need to have scrolls available? I mean, you guys tell me what's out there that we can use, because becoming a statue and getting pooped on by pigeons is not my idea of a good time.
I'm not sure if cleansing touch works on petrification.
Was that something we were working or supposed to be working on in the off time while Albero was off at the other plane?
No.
You guys did not know about the petrification until
No.
absolutely recently.
Okay. It's been a while. I listened to a lot of
No, no worries.
books. The two might get mixed up sometimes.
I'm currently
We love
listening
you,
to
Mel.
Beware of Chicken
Ocean
3.
things familiar.
We still love you, Mel.
Do we, though? Yes, we do.
I can take Greater Restoration and have that ready if we can give it one more day.
Okay. So it sounds like we need a little bit of time.
Maybe one more day of rest.
I'm sure we. Yeah, and I'm sure we can procure some potions during that time from the from like Vance.
Is there an anti-petrification potion, or is there like a scroll or something that anybody could use? Because, for example, if the spellcasters all get turned to stone, not a whole lot the rest of us are going to do to turn them back. So
I keep meaning to go over my spells again with Brandon on off time because I don't have a way to edit my thing. I need to open it to edit, and so I don't know if I have spells that would be helpful or not that I don't have assigned.
we can do this the nice way, or we can do this the entertain Vigo way, which is someone distract Vance, and Vigo rifles his office, or B, we walk in, knock on the door, very politely ask the question up front while he's in the office.
So, out of character, just as a spells that exist, freedom of movement is usually the go-to for making sure that petrification doesn't stick, because the basically the unaffected. Having it so that you can't be stopped means you can't be petrified, even if it doesn't explicitly say that. That's the pseudo-given, unless something in the other spell does something different, because becoming a stone statue makes your speed 0, and when one part of a spell negates one, it negates the whole effect. So freedom of movement is a 4th level spell that could work to protect against petrification.
So I will say for this is not actually a petrify.
Right. But yeah.
It turns you into obsidian.
Right. That freedom of movement.
I would say freedom of movement would not work for this.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. Little metagaming, but thank you for that.
That's perfectly fine. I don't want you guys to go on false information. So,
well, but I appreciate that. But also I again acknowledge and appreciate Eric encyclopedic
100%
knowledge of books and rules and everything D&D, because as much as I think I know, I recognize I've never tried to memorize this stuff to the level Eric has. So thank you for that, Eric. That was very helpful and informative. I think given that as a what, I don't know, would Hope bring that up to us?
Oh God, no. Oh well,
we'll say you learned that from the dragons. That's perffically fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
So,
all right.
So with that knowledge,
there's a little different. We're gonna take a day, right?
Yes.
Okay, so during what we would call rest, we just haven't gotten there yet. During what we call what you would be like the 8-hour rest, Mood, Kojo, and Sabato de-transform, and they're there during the rest period, even though Mood doesn't sleep.
So Voltron breaks down to the three component lions.
Yes.
And do you guys just veg out while we're resting?
Well, I mean, that's what they've always done. They don't sleep.
I was making the veg joke.
Yes.
But are they permanently part of Hope now, or?
I think they've always been part of Hope.
Right, but
complicated.
Can they be as used or whatever, assigned as they were before? Like, because they would go separately and stuff, or are they all part of an entity now, or like have to be in this one location with the entity now? I guess I think that's properly worded. The creature.
So can the three of them move independently of each other, or
Yeah.
are they
Sure, the
rooted,
Power Rangers
rooted to one
morph into
another?
a bigger thing, and they all take the same turn.
Yes. Power Rangers morph into a bigger thing, and the bigger thing takes the same turn.
Okay, cool. All right, interesting. New aspect of mood. All right. Yeah, so I think our approach, my recommendation, Vigo's recommendation, is that we approach Vance and see if he has any scrolls, because maybe if someone in the rear group had access to a scroll, should someone in the front group get petrified or transformed into stone of some kind, they would be able to, not necessarily a spellcaster, use a scroll to revert the person back to normal form. So I don't know if that's greater restoration or stone to flesh or whatever would be, and we'll look at Vance and ask his arcane knowledge.
You going to Vance right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Just with this new information, let's troop back into Vance's office.
Is that before or after you're trying to go to sleep?
I'd say before.
Okay, so
Yeah, so Hope is in there talking
Hope's
about Vance's ear. But Vance is super invested in this because he's never seen like mood like this before. You know, it's not mood, but he's just in awe about it. And the scholar in Vance is coming out.
Okay.
Have we come out and told everybody else what was going on? Or do we like run into them as they're coming to Vance?
No, this is after you guys met back up. The only one not there is Hope.
Okay.
So Hope has gone and latched on to Vance and finds him fascinating.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
they're kind of like talking to, basically asking Vance questions, and you know how much Vance likes to answer questions.
Yep.
Okay. So
So for
thank you the
Albero
data dump.
and Vigo, this is the first time you've seen Hope.
Okay. Should I be concerned with the Constitution saving throws that Albero is throwing?
No, I'm working off my phone here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Please excuse me. I'm trying to
Not a
prepare
problem.
stuff.
Not a problem. I just didn't know if I'm supposed to be starting to roll three Constitution saving throws at one time.
No,
that's him
no,
casting
not
Blinding
that.
Smite.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm trying to check it off for my prepared spells, but
Okay. Okay, so now this is interesting, and this new plant creature is now cozying up to Vance.
Mm-hmm.
Could be useful or not. All right, so as much as Vigo hates to interrupt Vance having a good time, would like to ask him for his, arcane wisdom on what could we use that could prevent someone turning into stone.
Oh, well, there's a few spells out there. I'm sure Silas here knows a couple of them. But are you looking for like oh shit, Silas is turned to stone, we need to fix him?
Sure, let's call it that as initial backup.
Okay. He runs over to his desk and he starts like throwing papers all around, trying to find something. Starts opening drawers, moves over to like a scroll cabinet that he has, opens it up, and pulls out a tube and hands it to you. Says, "This will help in a pinch."
Uh-huh. Out of curiosity, Vigo will peek at the top line of the scroll.
Scroll of Greater Restoration.
Wonderful. Okay. Would also like to assist Vance in picking up any notes that have fallen on the ground and use that same time to pilfer anything else I see that might be interesting.
Make a perception check for me.
Can do that. With or without advantage?
Just straight roll. Nothing really keeps your eye. You got the bag, and that was good for you.
Okay. All right. Can I make any sense of the notes he's got, or are they just all are weird scribbles and letters and half written notes on treaties and things he's reading?
It's
Like,
shorthand for Vance, so it's like it's hard to decipher without like really mulling stuff over and
okay.
creating like a cipher and all that.
Okay. Oh, nothing. All right. If well, what I would it wouldn't bother me if I could shove a few of these into one of my little bags of holding and mail them off to that Kashrek guy who writes these things. He has a wizard. He might enjoy reading notes of another wizard. I won't do it though because I got the coin. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, it's fine. But thank you for that. So go this to Silas, and then we have to figure out who should hold this thing. Kind of as a last-ditch weapon to save Silas if we need it. But thank you, Vance. Appreciate this very much.
I trust you.
I thank you, but I was thinking maybe we'd give it to someone in the second group, the back group, so they could maybe move forward if they had to counteract that. Because I'd hate for you and I to be standing next to each other. We both get hit at the same time.
See, I would love, because I mean I have the most movement speed, but I also don't read very well.
I think Todd would use it to blow his nose.
Yeah, that's why I didn't offer it to Todd. I'm working
When you
through
gotta
here.
sneeze, you gotta sneeze.
I understand that part, but so
Give it to Mel.
I was going to think that too. I think that's what I was working down to. So, Melisande, my queen, would you please accept this scroll of greater restoration, which to be used in case Silas himself gets turned into stone or something bad happens, and we need to bring him back up to help other people.
Okay.
Okay. So, and did everybody get the note about the cookies?
Yes.
Okay.
have
I
two
did.
of them.
Okay. Everybody gets a cookie, and Albero, Silas, Melisande, and Todd both all receive 2 cookies. And each cookie will grant you 10 temporary hit points.
Awesome. So is our plan to rest and then head out after the rest?
Okay, well, I had a question on that one. So we're kind of gearing up to go take on the dragon. We had originally thought about trying to take out the Ash Phoenixes.
Yeah,
Or
I
are-
still think
are we
that's a good
gonna-
idea.
Okay, so you want to do that first and then go after the dragon afterwards?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully taking out the closest reinforcements.
Okay. So we're really only looking to hit like one location close to what we think the dragon's lair is?
Yeah.
That's fine. And I've got 11 o'clock East Coast time, and I know our DM has to be at work at midnight. So
No, that was yesterday. This morning, I had to work at midnight.
oh, okay. I thought you were working tonight.
No, that was this morning.
Ah, okay.
Tomorrow is 6 a.m. Yay.
Yay.
If we're gonna rest and then head out, Albero before he rests is gonna cast Death Ward on himself, and then take his rest.
How long does Death Ward last?
I think 8 hours.
24 hours.
Oh, 24
8
hours?
hours.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good call.
I believe it is. Hold on, let me double check.
On Todd.
Let me double check that real quick.
I'm looking up right
Make
now.
sure.
Nope, 8 hours.
8 hours?
Yep.
Okay. Dang, I thought it was
You
24.
can't die in your sleep.
Well, I only rest for 6 hours, so it'll still give me 2 hours of Death Ward before it wears off.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna do it before I go to sleep and at least have 2 hours if we're gonna warp there right after we wake up.
I don't know why you're so
Not
worried
gonna
about
run
dying.
around and try to find all of the Ash Phoenixes. Because I know we did talk about that as well.
Birdies?
Who's
I
asking
mean, there's
that
a
question?
possibility that all of the life that was there is Ash Phoenix's now, so I don't know how we prepare for that many. Hopefully they don't all come together.
Birdie.
Or hopefully once we destroy the rider, that spell ends and they all dissipate.
Or maybe get restored.
Ideally, yeah.
I love the naivety.
Optimistically, yeah.
I mean, whatever we want to do. We can go fight the Ash Phoenixes. We can go fight the dragon. We can do both at the same time.
That's probably what's going to happen, is both at the same time if we go after the dragon. So it's like, do we want to take the risk? I guess the question is, do we want to take the risk and go in straight for the dragon, hoping that the Ash Phoenixes don't come? Or do we want to try to clear out the close Ash Phoenixes before we go in against the dragon?
I can play with the birdies if they show up. Is essentially what.
I thought that was what the. Well, originally we planned to go after the dragon and the rider, and then it sounded like the plan switched to taking care of Ash Phoenixes. So.
Well, I just know we talked about going after the Ash Phoenixes in our planning session, so I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
If that was
That's what I thought too.
Planning.
So is that what's still happening? Yeah.
Yeah, the ones close to the lair, I think we should handle.
Was the question also answered for the ritual cast and then teleport?
No, we never did ask. Brandon. So normally raw, casting a spell with more than one action, casting a spell that takes longer than an action. The only thing that's required is taking your action every turn in your concentration, right?
Yeah.
But there's a little there's a small like roleplay snafu that basically Silas could start the ritual of forbiddance and then get teleported the round it's ready to go off and let it go. You are what do you want to do there?
Hold on 1 second.
Because that's how you do. Because that's how you can chain together the steed spell, 3rd level steed spell. Because the idea is that you were cast the steed's running, Phantom Steed.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the older right Phantom Steed works. Is you're casting it while on the horse is riding, and then by the time you're done casting it, it makes the next horse, and the horse can keep going. If not, you have to horse and then stop, and then horse and then stop. That's why there's no written thing that you need.
Are you trying to do this so you have like a safe space when you teleport?
It's more for the Ash Phoenixes. We would pop in, put it down. It's because it'll have a 20-minute casting time, so there's no way to do that in enemy territory. But he'd start casting it, we'd teleport in, and then it would drop there. It's not a question of does that work.
I'll say sure.
Okay. Well, we'll have forbiddance, and so that takes care of the Ash Phoenixes.
Well,
okay.
Well, it kind of takes care of the Ash Phoenixes.
Don't we still have to locate the exact spot?
Well, we had this conversation already. We were worried that yes, the forbiddance does damage to the Phoenixes, but it doesn't matter how much damage it does to the Phoenixes because it doesn't outright kill them. They can come in and attack us if we're fighting the dragon. So it's almost like it's not there. The Forbiddance would have been good if we come in, we pop it down, and then we go out and basically use that as a base of operations to kill the Ash Phoenixes, and then we just go fight the dragon, because the Forbiddance does nothing against the dragon. This is what we talked about in planning. It's kind of where we got. We don't want to go backwards. At least that was my interpretation of where we got in planning. Was the base plan for that planning session. If we look back at our planned notes.
Okay. Whatever everybody else wants to do, we'll go with. As long as we move forward with this thing and don't delay another session.
Right. I think the only question is, do we want 2 fights or 1?
2.
2 fights. Okay, we're doing 2 fights. So we have a fight against the Ash Phoenixes that we're all set and prepped for with a Forbiddance on entry, and then we have a fight against the Dragon and the Rider, hopefully without Ash Phoenixes. Yeah, in that order. Yes. Dragon and then Rider. Okay, so does anyone have any... I guess it's what, last preps before we go?
I think I'm good.
Vigo's ready.
I know it's getting late. Do we want to start one of the fights now, or do we want to hold off until next week?
We got 50 minutes. That's easy enough to do at least the Ash Phoenix fight.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree with the Ash Phoenix fight?
I am.
That we could probably get
whenever.
the Ash Phoenix done today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I asked Mel a question and I stepped on somebody. I apologize for that. Please make the statement again.
Oh, I was just saying that I was ready to go whenever.
Okay. So, final time. Anybody have any more preps to do before we launch for the Ash Phoenix fight? Going once, twice, 3 times? Sold. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going to the closest city that would have Ash Phoenixes to the capital?
We're going to, like, the... We're kind of going to the mountain base.
Okay.
We're trying to kill the Ash Phoenixes that could give the Dragon and the Rider backup. That's the ones we're trying to kill.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those are the ones we're trying to kill. And it's basically like, we actually have to play this little small balancing game of, can we snipe the Ash Phoenixes before... Because the Dragon Rider might come out, but that's okay, because then they'll be out of their lair actions. Like, they won't be in their lair actions. It's like, they get to choose. Do they want lair actions, or do they want Phoenixes? Unless the lair covers the whole area, but I'm thinking, like, in that area that we saw. It's like, do they want to be there without Phoenixes, or do they want to be with Phoenixes outside? Is kind of what we're giving the choice to them.
Gotcha.
Kind of what we're doing. Because it's like, if they do nothing and wait in there, we're coming to them after we kill the Phoenixes. Or they try to jump on us while we're killing the Phoenixes, putting them in a weaker territorial advantage, or at least that's our hope.
Right. Okay. Alrighty, so how's the teleporting working? Are you staying as Hope, or are you going as Mood?
Yeah, Hope would appear kind of to Mood's disgruntlement. As you can see when the transformation starts, it's almost like they've gotten little say in when it happens. Yeah. He's like, fun with birdies! And when they're ready, they'll poof right exactly where they want to be. I guess we're waiting for Silas to cast his spell and then ready. Who wants to explain that to Hope like a child?
You go when we say go.
Go where?
We're gonna go.
To the birds?
Right.
Solid.
But not just yet.
Okay. You want cake?
No, this is not time for cake.
Cookies? I can make any dessert.
Not time for desserts.
Well, that's a
I
little
will
bit
go
of
ahead and
fun.
eat one of my gingerbread cookies.
He's having dessert.
He's special.
Before we leave, I will cast Death Ward on Todd.
Okay.
Is Death Ward a concentration spell?
No.
No, it is not.
So good.
Is the other one a concentration spell? The Forbiddance?
Yes.
Forbiddance is a ritual, not a concentration spell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's concentration as he's casting.
As he's casting.
So he can't cast a concentration spell before we get there.
I
He
understand.
can do it right after we get there, but not before we
understand.
get there.
Silas, when you're ready, nod the head, and that will be Hope's signal to be told, we go now.
Just hope
And-
you understand that.
Yes.
Oh,
Vigo helped explain it.
Yes.
All the while, there were little cake men, like, flying around his head. Just like, for some reason, I feel like I want to do this. I don't know why. Oh.
Your mood is showing through. Are you losing your ability to keep him out?
I've never tried to keep him
I
out.
thought you were stronger than Mood, and you could
It's-
keep him out. Are you meaning that he's stronger than you?
I think it's more of a... We're having trouble getting
Silas,
in
are we ready
sync.
yet?
I start nodding as you. This
Now is a good time.
conversation.
It startles them, and they're like, "Okay." So, I guess when Mood would transport you, there'd be this like I'm not gonna say like vertigo feeling, but like a feeling of movement, right? That like you're being pulled somewhere, you're getting like you're flying somewhere, you're getting like you're being moved somewhere. There was none of that with this. It's just like legitimately you not even blinking, we're in that terrible volcanic wasteland.
Yeah.
It's a little eerie how smooth it was.
That was quite unsettling.
It was like I'm ready to take that final step up a stair, but it just didn't happen. Then you're just on the top of the stair, and you're like, I was ready for something, it didn't happen.
Smoother than Mood.
Okay.
Silas,
How
go.
is that possible?
Right, and I'll finish casting Forbiddance.
You finish casting Forbiddance as you appear at the base of the volcano. So it's what, 40,000 feet up to 30 feet high?
Sure.
Is that what it is?
Well, for Forbiddance, it's 40. It's 200 squares by 200 squares and 30 feet high. Yeah,
4,000 square foot.
Yeah, 40,000 square feet, which is I think it's 200 5-foot squares, right? By 200 5-foot squares ish. And then 30 feet high.
And you'd be able to land right on the birds?
No, we don't know where the birds are.
Okay.
We're kind of like probably a peak where we can see around the volcano as much as possible, and then we're looking for them.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're gonna kind of try to grab their attention.
Okay, yeah. So you appear towards the peak of the volcano mountain, whatever you want to say it is. The Forbiddance finalizes and it spreads out to the best of its ability for where you are. And you are once again in the molten, barren ashland.
Todd will yell out at the top of his lungs and basically say, like, starting to say, like, guess who's back, everybody?
A gout of flame pops up from the ground nearby, and you see the image of the dragon. Says, "You're back in my realm. Do you wish to die?"
Technically, it's our realm. We've come to claim it.
Then you'll die.
I do wish to die, but not for 150 years.
149.
Oh, it's already been a year.
No, but that
No.
way you're dead for
You
the
have
year
to be dead.
for the thing.
It's a picture of the dragon showed up, right?
Yes.
An image of the dragon. That puppy's cuter than I thought he would be. Do we see any ash phoenixes?
This is the image of the dragon. You do not. Not at
I
the
guess
moment.
we'll start climbing down the volcano.
Can I? Oh, we don't want. Hope's gonna blink around the mountain, looking for any of them that would be in about the area that we're looking for.
Make a perception check. Hope.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So as you're blinking around, you do see like this massive flock heading your direction, as though if commanded by the dragon.
How many is massive?
At least 20 of them.
Okay.
Well then.
Hope will. Hope will. Willpower. Hope will go back, knowing that her friends want to play with the birdies too. And say what she sees, and if what do they want to do? And they're X amount of distance away. It's eerily accurate.
Well, guess there's only one thing to do. And Albero draws out his sword.
Todd will step forward to be in the forward line of everybody, like facing where the Ash Phoenix are going to be coming from.
Albero's going to get up on his Pegasus and fly up to see how close they're getting.
Yeah, they are approaching fast. We'll say at this point they're going to be, as you guys are finishing your preparations, they're going to be about 55, 60 feet away from you. And we'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Would that put them inside the Forbiddens?
Yes, they're going to be in the Forbiddens.
Okay.
Well, they're not because they're
Because-
outside the range because they're higher than 30 feet, but they're technically above it at this moment, I guess you could say.
That's fine. I'm just asking. Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay. I click on my character icon first, and then I go to roll my initiative.
A likely story. All right.
That's all right, I'm sticking to it.
So I'm going to do this a little bit differently so they're not all coming at
Oop, I
once.
didn't do that.
Hope's not that big right now.
Where
I
am
mean,
I?
it could be. That'd be pretty funny.
I'll say, are you able to adjust it by moving on like the corners of it?
No.
No, okay.
She would. They would be. They would be medium right now. There's no point being larger than that, unless anyone wants me to be larger than this. Does anyone want me to be really big? I can be really big.
1, 2.
No, okay, so I'm medium sized.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll fix you in a second.
To like zoom all the way out,
I'm
trying
rolling
to
the rest of these.
have a hard time seeing everybody and everything.
Please
Yeah.
add one to mine. Hold on.
All right. Where's Hope? It's gonna be weird going from Mood to Hope.
There we go.
All right. Did everyone roll? Is everybody on there? Who are we missing? Mel, Albero, Hope, Todd, Vigo. Is Vigo supposed to be higher than the 8, or is the 8 what you rolled, Vigo?
I rolled a 3 + 5. I got an 8.
Okay.
Oh no, I made mine disappear.
What'd you do?
I deleted the big token, which had the initiative on it.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm the blank spot.
What was yours? 11.
Yes.
Alrighty. Here we rock and roll. So I'm gonna go in order of. I rolled them all separately, so that way you're not getting 20 in one round at you guys. So I figured that was fair-ish. Alrighty. Keep. Do you want to roll the damage now so we know how much they're gonna be taking every round for the forbiddance?
Yeah, give me a second. I was looking for that. Yep.
I think it's 17d20.
They take 29 points of damage.
Okay.
Radiant.
So as soon as they come in around, right?
Yes, and then at the start of their turn, or end of their turn. One of the two.
So I'm just gonna round to 30. They're gonna take 60 damage every round. So unless they kill you guys like right away, they pretty much are dead. They only have 106 health. That makes it so trivial. Well, let's see what happens. All right, so this Phoenix is gonna rush in at Todd. It'll take it 60 damage because they're vulnerable to radiant, and it's gonna try and swipe Todd with the talents twice. So first one's a 21 to hit. Should not have advantage.
That does.
The second one is a wrong button. 13 to hit.
No.
All right, so you will take 9 points of slashing and 6 points of fire damage from the first attack.
Okay.
Then this one will move forward and will repeat the process after taking 60 damage. 1 and 2. 17 and 10.
17 just hits.
Alrighty. So you'll take 12 points of slashing and 10 points of fire from the second attack.
Yeah.
This one. Does it have enough movement to get there? Yeah, it does. This one will be flying over above you, taking 60 points of frickin' damage. Ridiculous.
Forbidden.
Yeah. Double 15's a miss.
Yes.
Next one is this one.
Should I be rolling the strength saving throw for those two attacks?
No, because it's not hitting you with both of them.
Yeah.
It's got to hit you with both attacks. All right, so this one will come at Albero. Minus 60 health, because that's how they roll. 22 and a 20.
The Tiger's the attacker, right?
Yeah.
Those both hit.
All right, so 10 points of slashing, 10 points of fire from the second attack. Let me re-roll that first one because it automatically rolled with a crit. So 19 points of slashing and 8 points of fire from the first attack. Then I need a strength saving throw.
Okay. 19. Okay, hold on one second. Strength saving throw.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's a failure. It's going to bury its beak into you, and you'll take 2 points of necrotic damage, and it'll heal 1 hit point. Beware, guys.
19.
This one's gonna hover above you all, and it'll still be within range, just barely dipping into the thing. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
Just missing Vigo. Yeah, I figured that was gonna be the case. So Hope and Albero are blinded.
Damn.
We'll take 33 points of necrotic damage. And those who succeeded will take 16.
Vigo will evade.
Yeah, you take nothing. Stupid rogue.
So do I take 16?
Yes.
I'll use my reaction.
Okay.
And I'll be right there, but I'm over here. I'm invisible, and there's a little illusion of me that looked like it ate whatever was the attacking thing that came and attacked me with. So it looks like it sucked in whatever the attack was.
Was that a breath weapon of some kind, or some kind of shower of
It's
What was the attack?
ash?
the attack was they beat their wings, throwing clinging ash into a cone.
Yeah, so whatever part that would have hit, Hope, she kind of like the illusion looks like it eats it up and just kind of burps out a little smoke cloud.
Right.
And I'm invisible, and there's a clone over there. So can you? Oh, I can get myself another one. But is it going to be big?
All right. So this one's gonna come in and try and bite onto Mel.
It's big.
24 to hit, and a 21 to hit.
What do I look at to say if it hits or not?
Your armor class. Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Okay. Okay, so 17. So they both hit.
So they both hit. So you're going to take a total of 22 points of slashing damage and 14 points of fire damage from both attacks. And then I need you to make a strength saving throw. That's a failure. You'll also take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so how much altogether?
11 and 11 is going to be
36.
22.
36. Okay.
And not to put a fine point on things, but why are there 2 Mel icons on the board?
No, she must
Are
have
there?
she must have added herself in after I already did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
There's
didn't
one by
see.
Vigo and there's one by Mel, or by Cora.
Yeah, I see him now. Here you go. One's
Thought
gone.
you'd gained an illusion spell. I was pretty impressed.
Well, I thought it was interesting how I hadn't clicked myself, but I still ended up on the turn order.
Because I had it all set up for you guys. What a guy.
Oh.
All right, this one will be outside of the range, and we'll do its
Although I
action.
don't see myself on the turn order anymore.
Oh, I probably deleted the one you had clicked. What was your number?
Oh, she was like 18.
It was 18.
18, yeah.
Technically, you players can go before the ash.
There we go. It took a while to get to.
Barrel up to. All right, there we go. All right. All right, so this one is going to do his cone attack, and it's going to hit. He's 30. He's out of the range. I'll say it will hit Todd, Cora, and Mel with that. With him staying above the radius of the your bullshit. So I need con saves again, or dex saves. I'm sorry. And one for
Nice
Cora.
roll.
And that's coming from this guy.
Do we also get a bonus from Albero?
You would, I believe. Abero, what's
Yeah,
your
if you're,
aura bonus?
Aura protection is a +3.
And it's 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah, you have to be within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, that wouldn't have affected anybody in the last round, so that's okay. However, Todd, that'll make you succeed. Silas, you didn't need to roll. You're fine. I need one from Cora, though.
I did it.
Oh, okay,
Right
there it is.
there,
Yep,
it's
I
the
see it.
second
Yep. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. All right, so all of you succeed.
It's a really good one.
Take half damage. You'll take 13 points of necrotic damage. This one will fly in, not do anything. This one will fly in and not do anything. Actually, it's gonna. You're invisible, right?
Yeah, so
Right.
yeah.
So Mel, it's your turn. You got this one that came down to bite you. It's right in your face.
Alright, did Cora take 13 damage also?
Yes, she would have.
Alright, I'm current now. Okay. Okay. Which one? This one?
No, this one right here is right in your face.
Okay. It looks like this one. It looks like they're all in my face. Alright.
Yeah, that one actually that you point out, this one's actually in the air.
Oh, the other one's not in the air?
No, the other one's like right in your face because it clawed at you twice.
Okay.
And then sunk its beak into you.
So, if it's right in my face, should I use my sword instead?
Ranged attacks in melee combat will suffer a penalty, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So you can still shoot with your bow, but you're going to have a negative on your roll.
All right.
It'll be a disadvantage.
Yeah, so I'm looking at my short sword. That's what I have, 2 short swords. Right? That's one for each hand,
Probably.
right? Okay. So I think can I use the hunter's mark, or do I have to use my bow for that?
You don't need to use your bow for it.
You can use Hunter's Mark
Okay.
anytime you want to cast it on any enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll use my hunter's mark on it. And then that gives me an extra d6 damage, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is that per sword or just one
It's per hit.
per hit?
So the first attack you'll have will be a regular attack with your short sword. The second one, you won't get to add your proficiency to it.
Well, if I'm using them in each hand, is that 2 hits, or is that counted as 1 hit?
No. So it's two different attacks. So you have extra attack though. So you'll get 2 attacks with one sword, and then you'll get 1 attack with your offhand. But the offhand will not have proficiency. Yeah, that's fine, Todd.
So do I have to do something else to make it proficient, or is that just to click the short sword?
You would need like a feat or whatever to be efficient in the offhand, but you almost never use it, so it's not that big a deal.
So just click the short sword to attack normally
It did,
twice.
but it didn't do nothing.
You click in the sword itself, or you click in. It should be like where in the center of your character
Hold
sheet.
on, I'm gonna open up our character sheet. I don't have it open. We probably didn't put it on there, to be honest with you.
Oh, here.
Oh, there
I
it
got
is. Yep.
There you go. Okay,
Okay.
now do that
I was
again.
looking
Yep.
in my inventory and not there.
No, you're fine.
That's
So
fine.
do that again, and then the next one will just
Okay.
be a -5 to the attack roll. So yep, and then one more. So the third one will not hit, but the first 2 definitely will.
And then
You have
can
to
I
roll.
add my d6 to the third one?
Yep. Now roll 2d6. because the third one didn't hit, so you don't get the d6 on the last one.
Oh, okay.
And then another 4. Perfect. That
A
sucker's
4?
looking pretty bad. No, I said
Yeah, you
another
rolled-
4.
you
Yeah.
Oh,
rolled
okay.
one and a
Another
3.
4. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, but so since I used my extra, then I can't have Cora attack
You can have core attack.
again.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Cora's going to attack it as well. And it says fire, but I pulled her out as acid.
Right. And the 14 will just miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Anything else, Mel?
No.
Alrighty. Other than that, will bring
No.
us to Albero.
I guess I'm blind, so I'm just going to I guess just attack the one in front of me on the left there. Nothing much I can really do with disadvantage. Here we go. Make sure I don't have that checked. Okay. Cool. Here we go.
All right. The 26 will definitely hit.
It's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, but you rolled a nat
Yeah.
1. Do me a favor. Roll a d4 for me.
Okay. I forget what the thing is here. Hang with me. Sorry, guys. I got
If
the
you can
old,
type in
hash-
chat, just hit / roll 1d4.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Yay for mobile.
I forgot to put the space in there.
All right. So luckily for you, it misses any of your allies when you swing
Oof.
wildly trying to hit this Phoenix.
Okay, well, I'm going to try one more time.
Go for it. 16 will hit.
Okay. So that is going to do 15 points of damage.
Very nice. Anything else?
Nope. That's going to be it.
All right. That's going to bring us more Phoenixes flying in. The airspace is a little crowded.
Are these all staying above 30 feet?
Yeah, they're all above the 30-foot range right now because they're still in the air. I hope it is your turn.
Okay. So, first,
Wait, can I ask one thing before your turn comes up? Do I get another save on my blindness?
Yes, at the end of your turn. Yep, sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Gotta get a
I want
16.
to make sure. You said it's dexterity, right?
Yes.
Hold on. I got to put that back on normal.
There you go. You are no longer blind.
Sweet. I'm glad I asked. Being blind sucks.
All right, go for it. Hope. Sorry about that.
It's also only blinded until the end of its next turn, so.
Oh, okay. There you go. Reading.
okay. So, hope 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. She'll start by moving. I'll start by moving here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It's gonna be like there. And yeah, that works. I want all the birds that are within 30 feet of me if I was up in the air a bit.
Yeah.
Like up in the air a bit. I'm basically going to try to pull them down into the... I'm going to put them into the Forbiddens. So they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, so it's pretty much all of the ones
I could
like
be
around you.
I could be there. I'm getting all the ones that have moved up to do that.
Yeah, that'll hit that one. And then that one's just out of range though. This
Okay,
one's
so
out of
I
range,
get-
and that one's out of range.
Yeah, so I got to pick some. I'll try to get as many as possible. It's like Birdie's playing
Yeah.
the funny field.
If you move one space to your right, you'll hit this one as well to the far. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, sure.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10.
DC's 21.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, they can possibly win it. 1. So it's gonna double roll. I'm just gonna count them as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How many did I say there was?
10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. So 3 of them save. We'll just say 1, 2, and 3 save. All the rest of them get dropped down into the range. 60.
There's 14.
Those ones are already there.
60.
Does anyone have a preference on where they want the birds? Do we want them
Away
closer
from
to
us.
us, farther away from us? Where do we want them?
I'd say away from us because then they have to. It's this column of ash or this cone of ash that seems to be having the greatest effect by hitting all of us at the same time.
That's very true. So
Yeah.
they will all be 120 feet away from us, down in the Forbiddens.
So they're all just gonna die at the start of their turns.
Oh,
That's the plan.
I will then.
They
Uh-huh.
won't get a second turn.
I
Anyway.
accidentally deleted one, but it's okay.
So I'm gonna get large, so I'm in this space right here.
Yep.
These 4 spaces, just so I can reach these guys. And I'm going to try to hit them with my.
Yeah, both hit. Oh,
Alright,
this
so they have to make
save.
charisma saving throws.
Yeah, DC 21.
Yes.
So they need at 20. Nope.
Okay, so they fall asleep.
So
If they're immune to sleep, they have advantage on the saving throw.
Nope. They're immune to prone, but not sleep.
Okay, well they are now asleep. Preferably, hopefully, they fall into the. Do they have hover?
Not technically, no.
They'll fall into the aura. Yay!
Yeah. Waking up when they take damage.
No,
Technically?
well, they get another saving throw.
Oh, okay.
So they'll get a saving throw for fall damage,
Yeah,
and they'll
nope.
get a saving throw for Forbidden's damage.
Don't they automatically fail the dex save for the?
Well, they
Oh,
get
no,
another
no.
charisma save. It's every
Oh,
damage source.
gotcha.
They get a save to try to wake up.
Yeah. So the one on the right will wake up when it hits the ground.
And then I'll be somewhere over here. I don't know. Somewhere. Yeah, I'll be over here.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Meat shield. Yeah, 3 in your face.
All right, I got 3 in my face. I will go ahead and first bonus action rage,
Yeah.
and then I will go after attacking this one that's in the air, and then this one that's in front of me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, both hit. Very nice. Anything else?
You didn't use flurry of blows because I raged, so I will go ahead and pass.
Alrighty. Are you visible now, Hope?
Yes.
Alright.
But my clone is also still right there. So if they're not smart enough to understand that that's not me, the mood creature is not just a smaller version of
Right.
her.
Well, it's this one's turn, so that's why I was asking, because he'll be lining up for you since you're closer.
Solid.
And he'll try and make 2 attacks on you. 1 and 2. 22 and 18.
So I will use my reaction again, and there will be another little clone of me, but this time it'll be large. So it'll look like she kind of just grabs it, or she kind of warps out of the way.
Alright.
And then...
There's another one on the field for you that you can move.
How many reactions do you get in turn?
Well, he just had his turn.
I just
so
had my
he got
turn.
refreshed.
So this,
Oh, okay.
yeah, this is my reaction again.
Yep.
That's fine.
I gotta be with 60. I'll be 60 feet to the left of where I am.
Alright, so you'll be off screen.
Yeah. I'll be somewhere over there.
Okay, perfect. Silas, it is your turn. Sorry, I cut you off, Eric.
No, that's it.
Silas, you're muted.
Yep, so I'm going to move over here and cast Lord of Radiance. And it's within 5 feet. I'm going to say these guys are in 5 feet of me.
Yep. Con save.
All right. Yep.
1, 2, and 3. 21, 9, and 14. So
The 21 saves.
Alright, so we'll say that top one saves. What's
Okay.
the damage?
3d6 radiant.
Roll it. Alright, 14 damage. Very nice. They're looking really rough. Do they take half on a successful?
Nope.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm not using much right now. Now we're good.
Alrighty. Well, now that there's a new target, I'll take 60 damage. And attack 1 and attack 2. 11 and 21, Silas. Oh, I saw your health drop, so you took it. Alrighty. Hold on, my mouse is messing up on me. Sorry, guys. This one. Yep. We'll take 60 damage and attack twice. 16 and 13.
I think it's Albero.
Was it attacking?
Is
No,
it
it's attacking
against me?
Silas again.
Is it Silas?
okay.
Yeah, it's this one that hit Silas. Or trying to hit Silas.
Both missed.
Alright, perfect.
Both miss.
It's a Vigo turn.
I believe that this is the bird that Mel attacked physically with
This
her
one here,
short swords.
yes.
Then Vigo would like to sneak attack that creature.
Go for it.
And do I get advantage on the attack?
No, but you will have sneak attack because of Mel being right there. So it's just
Okay.
a straight roll. 16 hits.
Okay. So the dagger does 7,
Okay.
and the sneak attack does.
Jesus Christ. It's still standing, but it's really rough.
Let's see. Do I get a second? No. I'd be tempted to shock the hell out of it with the blink dagger, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save that for the dragon. I don't get a second attack.
I'll say you
think.
can't you
Do
do
I?
like an offhand attack? It's just no proficiency bonus.
I can. So okay, I'll roll that. It'll just be a -5 to hit. No.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
That's literally rolled a net one.
Well, roll a d4 for me.
You're a bad person.
I'm the best person.
How much damage did it take when I hit it?
Well, I don't remember, but it had like little below 60 health left. So you swipe at the clone with your nat 1, but nothing happens.
Okay.
Anything else, Vigo?
No, that'll be it.
Starler's turn. This one dies. This one dies.
The clone's gonna die dramatically.
This one dies. This one dies. The clone dies dramatically when it gets swiped.
When it gets swiped and then it comes back to life, it's just like, how are you? It's just being dramatic.
Mel, it's your turn. As all the ashen birds just like poof into ash and like spread in the wind at the beginning of their turns because of the radiant damage.
Okay.
Silas for the win.
Yeah.
So,
Did the two sleeping birds?
should I...
So
Sleeping
you can use your bonus action to move your hunter's mark.
The sleeping ones are the 18s, if they're not already dead.
Should I attack them by Silas? Or should I attack...
What are we going to do? Yeah, this is the one that's sleeping. This one woke up.
Which one's sleeping?
This one here. So it's down on the ground sleeping.
Oh,
This
okay.
one's down on the ground, but it's awake. And you can bonus action move your hunter's mark. So you got the ones by Silas. These two are within the radius, so you know they're gonna poof. These three, however, let me do this so it's easier. These three are not within the radius of the Forbiddens.
The one on the ground is.
Wait, which one?
The one that was attacking.
Oh, I thought you were in the air still.
No.
Oh, okay. So
That
that,
poofed
yeah,
back to
so
the
that
ground.
one will have 60 less health then. My apologies on that. Easily
Well, if I
remembered.
go for this one, then I have to try and avoid Silas, right? Because he's right there. I guess I could move.
You're shooting up in the air. We
yeah.
haven't really worried too much about line of sight and hitting people unless you roll like a nat 1. That's the only time it might have an issue.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go for this one.
All right, are you moving your hunter's mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Target practice.
Okay.
And you do have your sharpshooter, I believe, if you want to. It's a -5 to your attack roll, but plus 10 damage if you hit.
What? Sharpshooter?
Don't you have sharpshooter?
I don't know. Where would that be?
Yes, you do. It's in your global attack modifier, where it says -5 sharpshooter under archery.
Oh.
And then the global damage modifier as well. You want to click both of those if you want to do that.
Is psychic damage?
That's part of
Says
your bow.
psychic. Oh, okay. So have those clicked on?
Yep.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, wait. -5? Did you say I have
Yep.
to have a
Yeah,
the
because if you're
global
using
attack
sharpshooter,
one?
you want that one on too. Because it's a -5 to your attack roll, but it's plus 10 damage, so it's like it's a trade-off.
Okay. All right. So everything's clicked.
Yes.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah, you
Nice
definitely
shot.
hit.
And then
So. Yep. There you go.
the d6. Okay.
25 points of damage from your first attack. And you get to do it again.
What's that one at now?
You hit it?
It's
It
got to
was
have about
16.
it had about 60 hit points total.
No,
This
this
is-
one's above the radius.
Oh, this is a turn order. Okay. All right, do it again.
Yeah, that one hits again.
Nice rolls.
Very nice. That one's looking pretty rough. Anything else, Mel? You got Cora?
You said that some of these are gonna like poof when it's their turn.
Yeah,
there's no
so
point in attacking them probably.
hold on, let me use this one. These 4 are all within the radius, so all 4 of those will poof. Cora could fly and
I
hit
don't
one of
think-
these 2 if she wanted to.
She can only go 40. She could hit this one. Okay, this one, is that one down? Or is it up?
Which one? These
This
2
one.
are in the air.
Okay. All right, so I'll have her, oops, fly over to this one
Okay,
and attack it.
go for it. 9 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's not that she missed, it's that there's this dramatic and magnificent air battle between these 2 creatures rolling about, diving and lunging at each other, fangs snapping, claws raking, and barely missing and dodging out of the way at the last instant when for sure one was going to be torn apart by the other. This is something for the ages to record and visualize. It's not just a miss.
There you go. Albero, it's your turn.
No
Okay.
poetry in your soul.
Let's see here.
Caster, we disappointed in you.
Come on.
Only because it's
Come on,
11:54.
phone.
That's it.
Come on. There it is. Okay. I guess those are all gonna die on their next turn by Silas, right?
Correct.
Let's see here.
So there's 5 that are
Which-
going to die. The only 2 that won't are these 2, and you would be able to know that. 'Cause
Those 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, let's see here. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would get me here. Come on. Be nice, phone. Oh, yes. There we go. I'm moving. It's slow, but I'm moving. Okay, I'm going to attack that one in front of me.
Alrighty.
Let's see here. I am going to use Great Sword, Weapon Master.
Flying up on your Pegasus.
Yep.
Is it up in the air? Yeah, I can fly up there on my Pegasus. That's right.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Pegasus moves you into a flanking position.
What's the movement speed on your Pegasus?
It
90?
could. Do you have flanking? Yeah, it's 90.
Yeah, flanking gives you
Plus 2.
plus 2 to your attack roll.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go on the other side then here.
Yeah.
And I am going to do this. Come on, check it. There it is. And that. And here we go. Did it go?
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm gonna use my second attack on it then.
Go for it. That one does hit.
Okay. And it's 17 plus 7. Do they take double radiant damage? I forgot to ask that last
Seems
time.
like they're taking a lot more from Radiant than most creatures would.
Okay, well then it would take extra radiant damage if that's the case. I can't click on how much radiant damage my improved
gotcha.
divine smite did.
7. So it takes an additional 7.
So, yeah.
Alrighty.
24, 31. And I'm gonna cast just in case. Let's see. Zoom out here. Are there any more left? Or those are all the ones? Yeah, I'm not gonna cast anything. That's it.
Alrighty.
Does Great Weapon Master include a +10 on damage?
Yes, he got that.
Yeah,
That's
that's 7. That's 17 was including the 10 from Great Weapon
okay.
Master.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
All right. So this one will die. This one will die. Oh, now it's this one's turn. It's gonna swipe at you, Albero, because you're the one that hit it.
Burning it.
An 11 and 10. I think they both miss.
They both missed.
Alrighty. This one will move in and attack you, flanking Albero.
Okay.
27 and a 15.
15 misses and 27 hits.
All right. 13 points of slashing and 7 points of fire damage.
20 altogether. Okay.
And then it's Hope's turn. Yeah, I didn't know if you have like resistance or anything to fire, so that's why I said it separately.
Nah, I didn't. I don't.
I will kind of appear right here and be like, what? Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I get that one in there just in case. So like there-ish. A little bit in the air, just so they're within 30 feet of me. And these 3 birds, they start to dance.
Is there even a save?
There's a save on their turn if they would like to use an action for it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So Hope just starts to do a little mumba, just and the birds all go, good idea.
Is this
And
the
then I would
irresistible dance one?
Yeah, more or less. A little bit different. And then I need them all to make that wisdom saving throw because I'm basically going to take everyone that's up in the air if they want to. And I'm going to shift them down into the aura.
There's only 2 in the air, so.
Right, but I'm going to make sure my allies are also where they want to be.
Oh.
Yeah, so they.
Both of they fail. So
they're going to shift it into the aura while still dancing.
That one dies. That one's almost dead. Okay.
Then I bamf. I'll be over here. Yeah, I'll be over here. And that's my turn.
All right, Michio, it's your turn. The last 4 of the Phoenixes are within the radius, though. So at the start of each of their turns, they will all bamf out and die.
Last one's going to go out. Disco moves!
Yep. And for all intents and purposes, you guys are out of combat. And since it's midnight and I have to work at 6 o'clock, we're going to stop right there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
And now we're going
Sounds
to
good.
we're bum rushing the
clap.
dragon now, right?
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon. Welcome back. Epic
Yes.
session for first time back.
And I believe,
Yeah, that was fun.
yes, next week we'll be right into combat with the Dragon Rider
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon.
and the Dragon. I'm excited. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we're going to see you lovely folks next week.